Hey guys, this is Coop, and this is the NordicTrack Vault review. In my quest to find the best smart home gym, we now have another review, and this is the NordicTrack Vault. NordicTrack is made by a company called iFIT. Big company, have been around for a long time, but not so much in the tech space. A lot of the smart home gym that we're seeing today, like the ones we reviewed, such as Tempo, Tonal, if you'd like to see those, we'll put links in the bio below the like button. But the NordicTrack Vault is designed to compete with those. It's designed to compete with a Tonal, with a Tempo, with a Mirror, and some of these other all-in-one smart home gyms. And it's from a company that started with gym equipment, but started with like the actual hardware side, and then they've tacked on the software on the back end. So this company, from the get-go, they know hardware. And to me, it's obvious because the hardware on this is awesome. Let me show you. First off, this is the mirror, as you can see from the front, and I think it's pretty beautiful. I don't know if it's necessarily as nice as an actual mirror, the one owned by Lululemon. I think Lululemon's looks a little bit nicer, but it is a very nice mirror. If you're just looking for a mirror to look at while you're training, which that's what this is designed to do, so you can watch a screen that's telling you what to do while also being able to see your movements and just, check out your guns when you're doing curls, things like that. This does that very well. But this does something a little bit different because we've actually reviewed the Proform View over on the website, which is their sister version of this that is quite a bit cheaper, a lot less tech, but it's pretty much just like this. The difference between this one and that one, though, beyond like the size of the screen, just some of the inner workings, is this right here. And I love this. Can you cue some like sort of beautiful music, Nathan? Perfect, thank you. I can hear it right now. 3, 2, 1. Can you see it? That is pretty darn sweet. So I want to show you again. This is on a hinge system that, by the way, is rather robust. This plate on the bottom is quite robust, so it's rather stable. Move this out of the way and you reveal your gym, which you can leave open while you're training. So you don't have to move this back and forth. You can leave this here, you can train here, and then when you want to grab stuff, you can run over here and grab it. Now, I want to start with the hardware. I'll get into the software in a moment, but I think the hardware is really what shines here. For instance, the dumbbells. These, again, are made by NordicTrack. NordicTrack is a gym equipment company. They're not necessarily a tech company, although they're making their way that way. And so this kind of stuff is extremely well done. In fact, it's better well done than a lot of the other smart home gyms that we've seen. So these dumbbells are just on their own excellent dumbbells. Like the knurling is beautifully done. The rubber heads are very nice, how they're encapsulated. They're very compact, very nice. They've got them from 5s, 10s, 15s, 20s, 25s to 30s. In addition to that, they also include some kettlebells, which again are a nice kettlebell, a little bit of a commercial design, which really NordicTrack makes most of their equipment for commercial purposes. So these are a little bit nicer level kettlebell than like a cast iron version, have this nice smooth handle, but extremely well done. In addition to that, they include some extra stuff like foam blocks, bands, this yoga mat, and just some places to like hang different stuff. It's just really clean, really nice. Personally, I love the idea of adjustable dumbbells because you can put more weight in a smaller space. But I love this design. I think it's very cool, like the closet and the adjustable shelves that go up and down, so if you want to include different things. Overall, it just looks clean. It's very easy to get things. Now, that doesn't mean this is an amazing piece of equipment. I want to make that clear. Just because this part is nice doesn't mean this is something I'd recommend, because you're not buying this just to store equipment. This isn't just a storage shelf. If it was, it'd be a very expensive storage shelf. In fact, they sell this as a standalone unit without this stuff for $1,000 less. So if you want this stuff, you've got to pay an extra $1,000. Is it worth it? I don't know. I'll get into that in a moment. But the reason you buy this is because of the software in here. It's like it's the completeness of it. It's the ability to use the free weights along with programming that's right here in front of you. Now, this is called a smart home gym, which means it's inherently got some tech in it. But I want to make this clear from the get-go. This is not the most tech advanced smart home gym out here. And so when I'm giving like ratings and like points on all this different stuff, the tech side of this, in my opinion, is lacking in comparison to many others that are out there. An example of that is Tonal. I absolutely love Tonal. I think Tonal works extremely well. But Tonal has so many other tech advancements involved in the unit that this simply does not. When you look at the exact tech advancements that are in this, like the technology that's involved, it's pretty much a touchscreen. It is a large touchscreen. It's not as large as what we see with mirror. It would be nice if it just like encapsulated the entire mirror. No, the part of it is right here. So this is the touchscreen right here. The rest of it is just a mirror. And you can kind of see that because there's a little bit of a change in the way that it looks from when you're standing back behind it. Let me wait for this to load. Okay, now it's loaded. Now, one of the things that's nice about tech is it's supposed to remove friction. And one of the reasons it's bad to have long boot times is it increases friction because you're having to wait like I just did there. I'd love to see that increase. But once you're on here, you can start using, just like you would, it's the Netflix of training. This is using iFIT. And iFIT is separate from like Peloton, it's separate from Tonal or Tempo. It's its own thing. It is competing with those though. And so they have lots of different programming and it's all designed to use just general free weights like you've got here or body weight movements. This, however, does not have a camera design that's like a 3D camera like a Tempo. It doesn't have like a Tonal like these like cable weight based things. It does have a camera right here which isn't currently used. I'm guessing it's like for a future iteration or software advancement so this doesn't just get bricked whenever they offer live classes or something like that. But once you go in, you start your classes. Again, it can take a little bit of time depending on your internet speed. You start the workout and then you have basically a person on here in a studio introducing you how to work out. Now, here's the nice part about this, is just like all the other smart home gyms, it's programming built in. Here's the negatives about them compared to other ones, is it's not tracking your reps. It's not really suggesting much of your weight. It's guessing at the time elapsed, which is guessing at the calories burned, those sorts of metrics. There isn't a ton of metrics where it's tracking exactly what you're doing and then providing feedback on that and telling you what to do next based upon that. It's just giving you general recommendations to the general person. It's not personalized. The other thing is, because let's say you spend $1,000 on all this beautiful hardware here, it's not adjustable. So your max weight is from 5 to 30 pounds or 20 or 30 pound kettlebell, which for general population isn't bad. But what if you want to use a barbell, and this doesn't use a barbell a lot of times, or you want to use it on a squat rack, or you want to use it on a bench press, or you want to go heavier. You just spend $1,000 on all this stuff, and really what you get is like a nice HIIT workout, which for people that are just going for general fitness and trying to burn fat, I get it, like it's not a bad option. But personally, I think a better option than buying all this, even though I think it's very nice, would be like an adjustable dumbbell set from Power Block or an adjustable kettlebell where you can go much heavier. And I'd also love the ability for the programming to be used for like squat racks and stuff like that. So this is what I want to say. This thing here, it's beautiful. It looks really well done. But I don't think it's good enough yet. I don't think it's good enough to compete with a Tempo or a Tonal because it doesn't have the tech involved. Even a Tempo, which we've done a review on, even though it's lacking in a lot of like the refinement, it's got a bigger touchscreen. It's also got a 3D camera that's providing tracking on reps and also giving you recommendations on like your mechanics while you're lifting and things like that. It also uses barbells. So I feel like this can do some of what those do, but not all that well. The other part is it's a touchscreen, which is nice, but you have to remember it's a touchscreen on a mirror, an actual mirror. So every time you touch the screen, you're adding a little smudge mark, which you will then see and it will then annoy you when you're doing your workout. It's the reason mirror isn't a touchscreen. It's actually an app-controlled app that you do so you're not smudging the mirror constantly. So there's just some like weird quirks about it. Lastly is the price. It's very pricey. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility for most, but for what is here, it seems too much. It's $3,000 for all of this. If you remove all of the equipment, it then goes down $1,000. Then you throw on top of that it's $39 a month for the iFIT membership. It just gets to the point where it's, in my opinion, a little bit expensive for what it is. The ProForm View, which is a less built out version of this, a smaller touchscreen. If you're into iFIT, want to use iFIT, and want to use a mirror, I'd probably recommend the ProForm View because it's a lot cheaper at $1,500. So I love this design. I wish it would be built out more. I like that there's speakers involved in the bottom. I like how stable it is. I like that it's got the rack involved. I do like the look of the mirror. I just wish it was more refined. I wish it had some more tech involved. I wish it had a bigger touch screen. I wish there was just more that could be done with it. That's why I don't love this, because I like where it started, but I think it could be much better. And I think it will get much better, and when it does, that's when we'll probably recommend it. This is Coop from Garage Gym Reviews. If you're gonna add a Tech Smart home gym to your garage or your home, which one are you gonna get? Are you gonna get NordicTrack Vault or one of the others? Let me know in the comments. We'll see you next time.